Hello and welcome to Life Sciences 11. This is the course intro video, and I'm excited to be your teacher this school year. I'm Mr. Kuchma, and as you can see, I'm screen sharing here. I'm showing you the course, and you might recognize this course. It used to be called Biology 11. It's been updated quite a bit since then, and now we have Life Sciences 11 instead. And Biology 12 has also been changed. That name is Anatomy and Physiology 12. So in this course intro video, I'm going to take you through the course. I'm going to show you basically like a tour of all the important stuff. And after that, we will just go through a few of the details that you need to know, and it'll be done. So right off the top, it says the course is under construction. So I have been teaching math in the online school for the past number of years. So some of you may know me if I've taught you math before, maybe I taught your sibling math. But I'm actually a really huge biology nerd. So if I open up my transcript from UBCO, you'll see I did take Math 100 and Math 101, but I took all of the biology courses. That was my major. I studied all sorts of things, cell biology and vertebrate biology and African biology and just anything you can think of, I've studied, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm actually really excited to be able to teach in the sciences here at the online school. So that's exciting. At the top of the page, you're going to see all my information, so you can send me an email. I try to communicate with you by the end of the next business day. So I do keep my weekends completely off. So if you try to get a hold of me over the weekend, that won't work. And my Skype is here. So I want to have a Skype call with everyone when they start the course. As you can see, this introductory Skype meeting. So these are my office hours. And they change sometimes, but you'll always be able to find them at the top of the course page here. And for the first semester, for sure, they'll be staying like this and potentially past that. So today's September 30th. I finished 1 month teaching, and I actually ended up rebuilding this entire course because Biology 11 and Life Sciences 11 didn't really have as much overlap as I would have liked. So I rebuilt everything, and I'm excited about that. Read through the policies and procedures. I'm not going to go through every single detail in there, so I'm just going to tell you to go and read that. If you take a look, this is the actual Life Sciences 11 curriculum document. So you can go online and you can see all of BC's curriculum, but it's new, so it just got released this year for the 2019-2020 school year. And you can see the content and the curricular competencies and the big ideas that are being covered. Coming back, please try and meet with me for your introductory Skype meeting within like the first week of joining the course. I want to get to know you a little bit, and I'll answer any questions that you have after you've watched this video. In this course, there's going to be 3 different video series that I reference. So I've given them credit here. Crash Course, Mr. Anderson, and the Amoeba Sisters. And at the very end of the course, there's a final exam. And we have 2 different versions of students, BCO students, HCO students. And HCO students need to just email me about exam details. But BCO students have set times throughout the year where they have exams. And there's pretty much one every single month, aside for the Christmas break, aside for December and March because of the Christmas break and the spring break. I've highlighted the 2 most popular ones, January and June, because that's when most students are doing that. And you can sign up for the exam here. And exams open for registration 3 weeks before. So there's actually an exam coming up October 19th. Today is September 30th. So you can already sign up for it. And that's where you do that. Scrolling down, this is an introduction that talks about how the course works. And I'm going to guide you through that. So the course is split up into lessons, assignments and tests, as well as a couple other things, which I'll get into a little bit later. But step one is to actually print off your notes. And the notes are what you're going to be doing, or what you're going to be filling out as you watch the videos. So maybe I should mention this right now. So this course, actually, if you look at if I scroll back up and I look at the curriculum document, it is largely a course about evolution. So microevolution, macroevolutions, trends and complexity that relates to evolution, phylogenetics, and then taxonomy. Pretty much everything in the course, or at least half of the course, relates to evolution. And then there's levels of organization and cell structures and reproduction, and there's other things too. But a very large part of the course is about evolution. So I actually made a little video that I want students to watch at the beginning, because we are a Christian school and I'm a Christian teacher, and there's going to be Christian content in the course. And I welcome you to really watch this video and send me an email or come see me in Skype and chat about that, because that is sort of my intro to how I'll be approaching this content. So if you go to taxonomy, which is the first chapter, there is just an overview, an intro to life sciences 11. That's just like what we're going to be tackling. And then how I want you guys to take notes is by going through and printing these off. No, actually, I shouldn't say that. You don't have to print them off. You can print them off. There's a PDF document and there's also a Word document. So if you would, up here, if you would rather do this online, you can open this up and you'll be able to work on this online if you choose, and you can take your notes if you'd like to do it that way. And then at the very top is all of the vocab for this chapter. So this is sort of a guide. You don't need to write down every single vocab word and define it, but you can if you want to as well. This is sort of just to guide you. Maybe you already know what fungi are, and maybe you already know what unicellular and multicellular things are, but maybe you don't know what binomial nomenclature is. And maybe you don't know what parsimony is. So maybe some of the things might be new and some of the things might be familiar. But this is just an area where you can take notes that correspond to the different lessons in that chapter. So I'm not going to save that. So those notes, whether you do it in a document online or if you print it off and take notes, you're going to be filling them out as you watch the videos on the different topics. And then you hand them in at the bottom here where it says taxonomy notes, hand in box. Now, if you have troubles with submitting them because your file is too large, there's actually a video up near the top of the course that talks about compressing your PDF. So I actually have a how-to video up at the top, and you can watch that. Next up, there's different assignments. So in the very first, after the first lesson, I've made a little fun challenge for you to do. And then down here's an assignment. And the first challenge is just, once you've learned a little bit about taxonomy, I want you to try your best to see if you can classify a few different species. So this is a dolphin species that I studied in my 4th year. I'm not going to give any spoilers of what it is. But I did a really cool research project on them, and you can ask me about that in the Skype call if you want. I also put these ants in, and I ate them when I was in Oaxaca. They come out after heavy rainfall. It's this really peculiar phenomenon, and anyway, they basically come out and they die, and you can harvest them, and they're high in protein, and they're actually quite tasty. And then this is a mammal that I spotted in my years in forestry. During summers, I helped my uncle. And once you're done and you've tried your best, and you actually can use Google, you can try your best to Google it out and find out. Try to do the domain kingdom, maybe phylum or class by yourself, but then to get farther down, you're going to need to do some Googling. So try to do some Googling based on the photos that I've provided, and then see if you can figure out what the binomial name is. And to check, you can click on these links. And then after the challenge, I want to show you, because every single chapter will have an assignment. And so I want to show you how assignments work. So assignments are a check of your knowledge. And we don't want you to write the test without being ready for it. So it's important to tell me what you're trying to achieve in the course. Are you trying to get an A+? Are you happy with the C? Because that is how we are going to mark your work. And I don't want you writing the test if you're trying to get an A+ and you've made a lot of mistakes on your assignment. I'm going to want you to correct them. I'm going to want you to resubmit it and go from there. So the assignments are pass or fail until you pass, which is great. So you're always going to get the 100% because it's either 0% or 100%. But sometimes you might need to resubmit it a couple times. Now, other things in the course, like your notes and your test, you only get one submission. But on your assignment, you do have multiple attempts. So that is how that works. Oh, maybe I should just quickly say, I'm going to go back. You either get marked as good to go or needs corrections. So good to go means you get 100, needs corrections means you get 0, and you've got to resubmit it before moving forward. So after the assignment's been submitted, then you can write the test. And as you can see that it is restricted, you have to do your Skype meeting with me as well. And then after that, you have to hand in your assignment. And once both of those things have been done, then you're good to go and move forward. And then each chapter is going to follow that same format where you grab your notes, you follow through the lessons, and then you hand in your notes, you do the assignment, and then you do the test. Now, in addition to these things, I'm not sure if I've put them down here. I don't think I have, no. So in addition to these things, there will be labs, research analysis, Cs, I don't know how to say that, and projects. So one of the things that I do want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to read scientific journals and know what they mean, and also be able to look at even just an article that you might read on Facebook or in the news and be able to see, was this well researched? Do I believe the claims that they're making? Labs, that's going to be time for you to get hands-on practice with something, and you're going to have to learn how to write a lab write-up and have good methods. And then you're also going to have some projects. One of them is going to be an inquiry project, which I'm excited about. So those are not on the course page yet. I'm still going to be developing those over the next little bit. And depending on when you're watching this, maybe they're already going to be there. But I just wanted to let you know about that. So welcome to Life Sciences 11. I'm very excited to have you in the course. I'm very excited to be teaching the course. I hope that I get the chance to meet you and get to know you a little bit. And I look forward to guiding you like Gandalf through this course to success. So best of luck. I'll be at the finish line when you get here, and I hope that you have a great school year.